Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch Some Orb Movements of the Earth. Today we are at episode 17. I might make a lot of money with this book. So we do have a new arc, some new characters, but I don't really know them yet. I hope I get to know them better, and we'll just get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, don't forget to check out my web novel if you're interested in my own stories. And without further ado, we will get into this story now and see where this next arc is going to take us. Here we go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So, let's see where we go. So, what is that? Okay, new character. Brilliant. Lock picking. What was that? What was that? What was that weird noise? Did she just fall into... What is she talking about? Good setup. I'm intrigued. So, fear of death. She wants to cure her fear of death, so she's gonna die in the end because she will have cured it. That's gonna be her arc, I assume. So she wants to steal that though. So she wants to steal money, but why? Does she want to get into a situation where she might be killed? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, okay, and she's the new main character. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so weird cut because the children are not that well. So if you see me in a weird different outfit or hairstyle, it was tomorrow. So we'll see. So she took them back from her father. I mean, why did they steal them? Or what happened? Oh no, it's her mother, okay. So, how old is she there? 14? Probably 14 again. It's interesting that we have so many children here. And she can ride. Impressive. Is she one of the Inquisitors or the other side? Draka, okay. Oh, she's drawing a map. Interesting. So are they settlers? I mean, I did see their tents. Might be settlers. We'll see. We'll see. So what does she want? What are you doing now? The old laziness argument. I mean, we will have to see how that really is. I don't actually know how that really is. I do think some people are lazy then, but I also think people have to have something to work, you know? Otherwise, it's terrible. It's torture. I once worked for a car company, driving the cars to the harbor, and I waited 15 minutes after 5 minutes drive, and then I drove for 5 minutes again and waited 15. It was hell. I was not allowed to do anything. Like, it's, you know? And those who can't contribute more? I mean, that's basically... Is that capitalism? It's similar to it. Yeah. So there you wouldn't have welfare stuff, which is obviously the problem here. Really cool. But she's still young and naive. Oh, they were at the abandoned village, yeah. But what are they doing? Who are they? Yeah. Yes. Though, how would you wage like how would you weigh them against each other then with your idea? Like, is it more worth to, I don't know, skin an animal or to like create boots from the pelt? What's worth more? How do you compare those? Who gets more money? Like, that's like really hard. I would say the time invested in learning a trade or skill should be probably proportional to your amount in her scenario, but I mean, it's complicated. Yeah, that's true. So she's pretty clever. Now there's the but. Interesting. Yeah. Such a good question. I like progress more if it's driven by ambition to find stuff out and better the world and not by greed. So I feel often it's greed, you know, I don't know. Oh, of course they are, yeah. I mean, love your neighbor more is a really... I'm unsure if other religions have that. The idea of trying to be amicable to your enemy. I know of some religions who don't have that idea. So, you know, but I'm not that versed, so I don't know. Ooh, God's teachings are not enough. That's pretty heretical. Why does she need more money, though? Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, why does she need money? Is it because of, what's it called? I don't know what the English word is called. Ablässe. It's the one thing Martin Luther, is his name? Yeah. That he fought against. Because the church basically says, if you pay enough money, you will be absolved from hell. So that's perhaps why she's afraid of death. Because she thinks there will be hell if she doesn't have enough money. I don't know. So she helps him, but she still wants money. So her idea is not to make money on her own by really necessarily stealing it, but it's more like if we all do better and make more money, we all can go to heaven. Perhaps that's also her idea. Also is her argument of, or her point that who does more should get more, something where she would get more, and that's why she does it. So is there selfish, like greed involved? Okay, so they are his dudes. Is it because you're sick? Oh, okay, I see. So is he also someone that was punished by the church because he's got the same scars, but then he did get it from the church, so you know? What happened? Yes. But you would also have resentment as well in competition. Though competition is healthy, I think. Competition is healthy. I did talk about that in the Code Chaos video of this week. But the idea is basically, if you compete, you have something to strive for if it's in good sports. And you can compete, like you basically compete against yourself as well. Because you know, like you expect from yourself that you are as good as the others, even though you might not be, because you've got different starting points, so to speak, or different not properties. What's the the word is missing, but you know what I mean, I hope. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I do think competition is important. But competition should always be in good sports. And it is mostly because if you don't compete in good sports, you're excluded from society and you just become a loner and die. And you Like you either become a loner or you become a nomad, something like that. You have to go from city to city where people don't know you. It's basically what psychopaths do sometimes. And I do think that's a very crucial thing, though, that competition has to be in good sports. If it's not, it is corrupt and it will lead to terrible stuff, but it will also, like, the people who do it will be excluded. Even in reds, that's the case, by the way. Like, if you have reds that don't play in good sports, they will be excluded from the red pack. They die. So, I mean, it is possible, yeah. So why is he against it? Yeah, are you sure, though? Why, though? Yeah. But that's the problem. You have to be in good sports. And that's also why, by the way, funny, I do think that's why it is. If the Gini coefficient is very high, there is disparity and aggressiveness and unsportsmanlike feelings, so to speak. And Gini coefficient is the, basically, I think I might be a bit wrong, but I do think it's the measure of the gap between rich and poor in the same location. So if it's high, it's like a big gap and people get jealous and stuff. Males get more aggressive, for example. So that's a problem. So you should not have big gaps in riches through this method. You have to somehow be like, yes, this is the upper limit you get, for example. I do think that's actually reasonable. Yeah, that is also true. And that's why you do social programs. So will she find the book? Oh, that's why the title is, with this book I could make much money, because she probably will have to decide, should she sell the book or keep it and learn something? And, you know, that's going to be awesome. Really awesome. But who's the uncle? He seems very wise. No, your time hasn't come. Sunrise. So beautiful. Why is she looking at it like that? Does she know? Sun is rising? Or you are turning away? Oh no, it's just trauma. Oh, he was so young though. I don't know. I don't think he would just parrot something people tell him. He's not that kind of dude, I think. Yeah, sometimes you have to talk about it. Otherwise, it will bite you in the rear. Ooh. Oh, that's so dark, though. Concern for their people. Yeah. Ooh. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a more childish point, because I do think you still can be sad, even in the belief systems like we have. You can be sad for death. It's just solace that you find. It's not. It's at least how I saw it. Like, I saw elderly people that were very big believers who did, when their partners died, find solace in God, and it made them not that sad. You know, they were sad, but it was like a bit of solace. 3 magic spells. Brilliant. I don't think he cares, judging by what he said before, like in the present. Oh my god. That's so interesting. That's true, there isn't. Like, you can't even define God, and if you define him, you can either disprove him, or you can be like, there is no I mean, you can't really disprove something. You can't. No, that's not really correct. But you can make really strong arguments against God, like proofs of God or evidence. No, proofs of God, not evidence. I mean, evidence there is, but there's no proof for God. It's impossible. Even though I am I would say I'm a believer in the divine, in the idea of ideals. That's what my belief is, I would say. But I still would say I could argue against every God proof. I could. Like because I was an atheist once. Okay. Yeah, like I was an atheist once, a very hard one for my puberty times and a bit like until I was 19 or so. And I could rip to shreds every proof of God argument. But I also know that I wouldn't really do a dent into spirituality and godliness and divinity, because I do think that's not a norm you should put to it, like proving and disproving, because it's something like, that's what belief is. You can't prove it. That's why you have to believe. That's the idea of belief. Like, so I don't think that bad that you can disprove it, like not disprove, but you can rip to shreds all the proofs. You can't disprove it either, but oh, it is even what he says here. Yeah, it gives you more choices. That is also something interesting, because basically, as I did, I think, lay out in this reaction series, is that belief in God is basically your culture or gods. Like, it doesn't have to be one. Some cultures do have more. It is basically your culture's beliefs and norms and ethics and worldview encapsulated in stories and belief systems. And it's just a very old psychological mechanism. So if you don't believe in your God and you believe in something else, like you will believe in something, like there's something that is the most important thing to you, and you would probably, it's not really a religious belief, of course, but it's something alike a religious belief. So it's like your God is, I don't know, soccer. Like, it's this a bit tongue-in-cheek, but like this idea of like the thing you like most and are almost sect-like towards. And we do have these things. I think everyone probably does have something where they are just like, wow, this is so cool, or I believe in this so much. And this doesn't have to be a religious belief, but I do think there's a God in, like, that everyone prays to, so to speak, though it's not really a religious praying and it's not a religious God. It's just something at the top of what they love or want or dream about. And if you go away from the religious stream, so to speak, by saying, I don't believe in that God, let's leave it at that phrase or idea, like, then you would have to come up with your own that's better, I would argue. So that's hard. For example, atheists, I do think, do believe that morals are inherent in the world, and so they believe that, though. That's the belief that God is the world, so to speak, the natural order. Like, but of course there are other positions there, and I don't want to strawman. It's just to give some ideas about this, you know. And like, I would love to debate an atheist or a Christian. It would be so much fun. Just like playing Advocatus Diaboli, you know? Devil's advocate. Because I do think I can play devil's advocate extremely well in this, in religion versus atheism. And depending, like I could, both sides I could argue against pretty well, I think. Because I'm like somewhere in the middle, I also think. You know, anyway, not that important. Because I also do think it shouldn't be a debate. It should be more like trying to figure out what the people even mean, and then seeing if you would agree with them or not. I do think that's more fruitful than just being like, yeah, destroyed with facts and logics. Yeah. Don't be sad in front of others. Think. But, so she can read. That's also so important, thinking. You think by, for example, writing texts, letters, poems, stories, reports, and writing them makes you think. And that's also why AI might be a problem, because it doesn't make you think anymore about the text. Though I do think the way to deal with that is to let yourself be an editor and a devil's advocate to the text. I do think that's fun. And always work under the premise that they're rubbish and see where they are and where they aren't, and where they are really good as well, because that can happen, obviously. Like, AI is pretty far already. But yeah. Yeah, funny. That's cool. That's basically the process of understanding. I mean, that's how I would describe it very roughly as well in my empirical research. So, very cool. Yeah. Over the truth. We are there again. Ooh, a leap of faith. Ooh, the third spell something. Conviction, yeah. So that might be her arc. Conviction to die for her non-belief in God, so to speak. That's a lot to lay on a little girl, though. I wonder who he is. He's incredibly clever. Very well read. He's almost like a scholar. He's probably an ex-inquisitor or something, or a religious person. I love that, though. That's really interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, why did father die? For greed, I guess. That's so sad, though. No. And that's what I said just now with this thing at the top. Her god is money right now. That's her god, because that's her life. The core of her life. So she's having a different god now. Not the Christian one, but money. Which is not judging her, it's just like this idea a bit illustrated. But what is exactly her fear? Is it really to be starving and stuff? I would have thought they went to the church direction, where like being saved from hell. But yeah, I mean, fine, that's cool. I really do like this, that she now has her own god, and it might work. I guess everyone has their own. Might be your family as well, or your children. Yeah, so she doesn't want it to happen again. But what will change her now? She has to find the book. Where is he going? Do we know him? Oh, is he going to that village? Yeah, they probably, Schmidt and the others probably told him where it is hidden. Let's see. Oh no, it's his own stash of things. What's he doing? I'm just reading books and getting drunk. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, they try to look for the book. Oh. Oh god. Bishop. Oh, Antony is here. Yeah. Of course he says that. I mean, it's not his. They will not spare him here. Yeah, obviously. Let's see where this goes. Interesting, let's see. Okay, so he will just be killed. Brilliant. That's Anthony, isn't it? Really fucking hate that dude. That is true, man, he's really clever. Yeah, what is that? His niece? Wow, what the fuck, man. I wouldn't have expected that from him. Though he might save her with that from this life they're in, because he also knows she will run into problems in the village. I'm just trying to believe in him. But in episode 3, I believed in someone and fricked up. Man, he's such an asshole. Oh, there are the others. I think that's from last episode. Okay, so yeah, it was on today. So this is how we got here. I see. I thought he was one of theirs. Interesting. Oh, God. Ooh, interesting. So is that the flashback now? I think it's because of the priest's perhaps. Oh, he's just luring her out, I see. Yeah, he's luring her out. But I do think he does it to help her. I don't know why, though. I am really unsure if he's really doing this out of selfishness, or if he just uses the situation to push her into their hands so she learns more. I'm really unsure, because he smiled, but he might have smiled because he got her into a trap. But is it a bad or good trap? I'm not sure yet. We also have to keep in mind that the book is still there. So. Let's see what's gonna happen here. How old is she here? 16? 18? Oh man, this is a bit eerie. Oh God. What happened here? Oh God. Oh, she finds it here. That's really unfortunate. Ooh. Really heretical. That's awesome. Man. What she spoke. I wonder why Schmidt's not here anymore. Like, didn't they take it? I love that she tells herself that that's a bit on the nose. Like, obviously, we need to hear her thoughts, but that's weird. But yeah, so she indeed did see this truth. Let's see where she goes with it. It's a bit convenient though that they really just didn't show up. Is Anthony drunk somewhere? What did he do? Oh, really interesting, yeah. It's one of the first real books. Yeah. Man, or she. Really interesting as well, yeah. Oh, it's also the one that Badini did to easily, to ease it in. It's so funny though. Yes. Ooh. So she wants to smooth it out more, I guess, yeah. What's she gonna do? Yeah, that's reasonable. Hell yes, Lovecraft. That's his thing. And my horror stories as well. I don't know if you've read them. This new one should come out next month or so, Headman. But yeah, fear is a driving thing, but also hope, yeah. But I guess that's included here. Yeah, something they can always rely on and fall back to. Yeah. I mean, in the end, wouldn't you then just be able to define that as God as well? You just redefine God then? I don't know. Probably too simply thought. Yes, that's true.
もし読者がその娯楽になれたら
What's she gonna do, though?
できるかも。
Because it's so accessible, she's thinking about spreading it. How many pages is it? She could copy it and like leave it at random villages around the world. Never going back to them because otherwise she might be caught, but you know what I mean?
今いや私が生まれ
Who is that though?
た教会への不信感が高まってる
Okay, yeah, they're starting to be unrest.
受け入れられるかも。
Yeah. Really awesome psychological analysis.
教会の権威が揺らぐ時代
It was wavering, interesting.
生産はどうする
Yeah. What do you do about that?
かかりすぎる。あと何か
What are you gonna do? Will she invent printing? She will invent printing, will she not?
てか普通に考えたら
That is a good, reasonable thought as well.
これ著者誰なんだ
There's no author, yeah.
本文にも不気味なほど名前が出てこ
Yeah, no names. I think, what's his name? Kowalski? What was the dude that did just write down the book from the People's Backyard? Like, what's his name?
安全な時が来たら利益の
Oh, Potoki. That's so sorry, man. Makes me so sad. Is Potoki already dead?
おじさん聞いてよ
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's pretty funny. Oh, God.
まあ確かにいい値はつくかもな。
So you're selling her? That's so fucking dumb, man.
こういうこと
I love that she takes it like this. Okay, so it was selfishness, yeah, and greed. Very interesting. I would not have thought he was an asshole, but I mean, Otogi wasn't, so he just was a selfish person. That as well, because he does not have a god. Because he doesn't have a god, like, it is not necessarily, like, it doesn't have to, if you don't have a god, so to speak, like, if you are an atheist, it doesn't mean that you are like him, like, no way. But it can happen. It can happen that you, that the thing you hold most valuable is not your neighbor anymore. That's also why these ideas are, I think, good things. You know what I mean? Like, your neighbor, love your neighbor is something that, like, he doesn't do because he doesn't believe in those teachings. You know what I mean? So it's there is some nuance to that, and I really do like that. Yeah, I don't know, but this is interesting. We'll see where it goes. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to read the web novel, and tell me what you thought, and see you around. Bye.